electrician has to pass a test, but they also have to have X amount of hours.
Yeah, don't they have to be like an apprentice?
Yeah, they have to do apprenticeship. Like every other like the trades where they could burn your house down. You like all of those ones. You have to not just pass the test, but you have to have X amount of hours of experience. And he's just like, so that's a thing. But you can be the person who's in charge of building the whole house and you don't have to have any experience. That's insane. And he's right. That is insane. It is absolutely insane how easy it is to just wake up one day and decide you're a general contractor. Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Chicks in Construction. I am your host, Mikki Paradis, and this is my amazing co-host.
I am Jessica Abreu.
And I don't know if you've noticed, we've got a kind of a new setup here. Vanna White over here is gonna give you the deal. Like, dun, 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 dun. So we're excited about our new setup. It's at some point I want to be like behind the desk and be like, breaking news at 6 p.m. And then I don't know what I would say after that. But
that's cool. We could be sit behind it.
Yeah. I didn't like sip our little drinks like newscasters. I mean, technically we are giving you the news. And
spilling all the tea.
We're spilling all the tea, which is just what news is. Mm-hmm. News is just gossip that we have made politically correct.
Yep.
I've never really thought about that, but it's kind of true.
It is. It's like,
just why I watch too much news, because I do love the tea.
I love the tea. I love to know what's going on.
Me too. I know what's going on to the point where I'm making myself crazy.
Oh,
I gotta back it off. I gotta back it off. Every once in a while, I'm like, it's time to read a fictional fantasy book about fairies and werewolves. Because those things aren't real. That we know of.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So it's been a while since Jess and I have recorded because we've been vacationing our faces off. Jess's one was a little bit more fun.
Yeah, no one had surgery on mine.
Yeah. You were just like footloose, fancy free, no hospitals, no translation lag.
Oh, there was translation lag.
Oh, was there?
Well, I mean, we're in all these countries and sometimes most people speak English.
Which most people
crazy.
in European countries speak English. Mm-hmm. I mean, not all. And especially in Italy, their whole vibe is if you expect them to speak English, they're not going to talk to you.
Yeah,
but if you try to speak Italian to them, they will work with you.
They did. And whenever we go out to eat, they were very nice to us and they explained as best that they could the things because I have to eat gluten-free. And
even in Italy, you didn't try?
I didn't try.
Girl.
I was going to, but then I was like, if it's not.
You should have done it on like the last day.
Do you want to spend time in the airplane bathroom pooping your brains out? Because I don't.
Have I done it? Sure. I mean, would I want to do it again? Maybe not.
Nope. It was a hard pass. So I thought about it. I considered it and I was like, it's not worth it. I would have to be in Italy for a really long time and have like a couple of days that I knew that I wasn't going to be doing much.
Okay.
And then I will try it.
Yeah. Because Jess is like celiac. She's not like, I'm gluten-free because my body just decided we've had enough of this for some time. Mm-hmm. So I have like symptoms. But Jess, like, she'll come in here like covered in hives.
Oh yeah,
yeah. No, it's so I can see why you didn't roll the dice.
My hair falls out.
I would have absolutely rolled the dice to eat pasta. I would have been like, put it in my mouth.
But listen, the gluten-free pasta and the gluten-free pizza.
They had gluten-free.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was so good.
It was so good. Like you couldn't even tell that it was gluten-free. Like I started eating and I was like,
you're like, uh-oh.
Can we make sure?
You're like, just checking.
And the pizza, because we all shared pizza, so we just got gluten-free ones. Everybody ate it and everybody loved it.
Wow.
So it was good. Yeah.
So you went on a cruise through like how many countries?
5 countries. And then we started in Monte Carlo. And we were there for a couple of nights. And because Monte Carlo is small, we decided, you know what, let's hit 6 countries on this trip. So we took a train to Menton, France.
Classic you.
And it just hit another.
Man, you're really racking them up. Do you have one of those like maps where you scratch
it off?
Yeah, 100%.
I do.
100%.
And what annoys me is when we go to a country that we've already been to, I'm like, I don't get to scratch. And Brad's like, you should have just scratched like the area that we went to in that country. I was like, Monday morning quarterback, thank you.
Yeah, like thanks for that now, Brad.
Yeah. So yes, so I haven't taken the map off the wall
to scratch
the new countries. Oof. Yeah. So the new ones this time was Monaco, Slovenia, Croatia, and Montenegro.
Wow.
So 4 new ones.
Okay.
Yeah. My 8-year-old is up to, I think, 15 countries.
Yeah, I have vacation envy of your children.
It's crazy.
Pretty wild.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I wish I was you when I was a kid.
For reals, though. Your kids are living pretty. Your kids are living the dream.
They are.
Yeah, 100%.
They're living my dream one day at a time.
You're like, I shall live my dream through your childhood. The childhood I did not have.
No.
Which is the point.
Right.
Not every parent gets that. Rachel.
Looking at you.
She knows who she is.
Yeah. So coming back, I will say that this is the longest that we've been on vacation. Yeah. And it was the hardest to come back. Because every time I go away, I always want to live where I go. Yeah. This time that didn't happen, but I just didn't want to come
you're like,
adult.
No, I like this. I like being on a cruise ship where the things happen for me and I don't have to do them.
Yeah. And even then when we had their Airbnb, like in Venice and stuff, like I still didn't have to make breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yeah. Oh, I love Venice.
I just got to. Did you?
I did love Venice. I was a lot younger when I went, but I loved Venice. It was.
I will say, I am glad that we had the experience. I did get
yelled at by an Italian woman.
That
she was yelling.
Surprise me.
Not at all. Right? So classic me. Not the first time I'd been yelled at by an Italian woman, but it was the first time I'd been yelled at by an Italian woman in Italy because my family's Italian. So I've been yelled at by an Italian woman. But she was like, Americans always look and never buy. And it was like, I was like 21 and like there for a friend's wedding and was broker than a joke. And this was like a $400, $500 leather bag. And it was just like, do I give generational wealth vibes? Because, like, no, ma'am.
Nope.
Sorry, continue your story.
No, you're fine. So Venice, like, I'm glad that we had that experience and that we got to go. Yeah. However, it was super cool that there's no cars and there's all these waterways. Great for the first hour. Oh. Then it was hot.
Yeah.
Like, we were there in the heat wave. So it was 89 degrees. With the real feel of over 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah. Because it's humid. Yeah. It's all get up.
Yeah.
And then there's no breeze. Because even though there's water, all the buildings block
the breeze.
Any breeze. And there were so many people. So when you're hot and you're done for the day and you just want to be back in your Airbnb, how do you get there? Oh, your butt has to walk find the bridge to go over this canal and over that canal. Or are you going to find, there's not a water taxi just readily available wherever you want. Yeah. There's no cars. There's not even the little tuk-tuks.
I could see how that would be annoying with kids.
Yeah.
And like just maybe even at my age without kids.
Yeah.
Because I was like 21 and everything was so cool. And I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah. I think spring or fall, if we had been there, it would have been a different experience. But I was just like, I am... Hot. By day 2, I was like, this is great. And it was a little dirty. I mean, it's a city. Yeah. It's a major city. So like, it's not like the cute little quintessential towns that we had been in. It was.
I don't remember it at all like that. Like it was just magical. It's just, I'm in my head. It was like,
So I'm not saying don't go.
Definitely go.
But go experience it. Yeah. See, You
try
could
it out.
Love it.
Try it on for yourselves.
You could love it. You could be like me and be like, I'm one and done.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, honestly, I think it's kind of better to go places and like enjoy them, but not be like envious. I honestly, it's like the worst feeling to go somewhere and want to live there so bad. And like the reality is like the chances of that happening are very, very low. Like, cause like that's how it was when we went to the Turks and Caicos for the first time.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to leave. I want to live here. I was jokingly bartering with the people at the airport if we could like switch lives. She's like, I'll do your job here, and I don't even care what you do. You can just go over there and do whatever. Like, I loved it there so much, and I feel the same way about El Salvador. So it's like it makes leaving worse because you're like, no, I don't want to leave you. I want to stay with you forever and ever. So sometimes it's nice to just go a place and be like, this is cool, but I like being at home.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to come home. I just didn't want to be there.
Yeah, you're like,
I was like, can I go back to Spain?
You did
Spain
love
and
Spain.
Portugal are my favorite.
Yeah. My sister loves Portugal. She's never been, but she's somehow a big fan. I don't know. I don't know. I did want to, I want to talk about this because we're going to cover this story. I just don't have, like, we're in the fact collecting phase right now. But can I just tell you and the audience how interesting I think it is when people in the world figure out how messed up the construction industry is and are shooketh by it. So I've been following for years this guy. His name's Dylan, and his handle on like the TikTok and Instagram and all the thing is the Dad Chats.
Okay.
And he like got famous and viral or whatever. He's a lawyer, so it's not like he's an influencer by like this is his job. And he just sits in his car and he drinks like copious amounts of coffee, and he talks about crazy stuff that his kids do. And like he has like if you went to his Instagram page, like every other video starts with, if I've said it once, I've said it again. Kids should name all the things. Like he has all these little things where he just like, and he's kind of famous for his kid was dubbed Ranch Baby. I don't know if you've ever heard of any of this.
No.
But like
ranch dressing?
Yeah, like his kid was obsessed with ranch and would like growl that he like ranch. It's hilarious. Like the way the guy tells stories, he's a great storyteller. He seems like a genuinely good human being. He's a lawyer that takes on like these class action lawsuits that like have affected women's reproductive rights. And so he just like seems like a great guy. Him and his wife like do it together. They have a bajillion kids. They make a lot of jokes about it. Seems like a great time. So, you know, the algorithm does what the algorithm does, and it serves me up this one video where he's talking about how he's suing the builder of his home. And I'm like, Spidey senses go, my little ears went, because like when he's talking about kids, I'm like, oh, that's funny, but am I like hardcore paying attention? No, I don't have them. When you start talking about builders being shady, I was like, come again? Yeah. So this dude got epically scammed by his builder.
Oh, geez.
And then the builder did some shady things, like was stalking his family, taking pictures of his children, like super weird, shady stuff. And so, like this experience that this guy had exposed he has this wild following. Like, I don't even know how many followers he has, but it's a ton. And so he has this platform where he can talk about the things that we literally talk about every single week. Like, we have been talking about this for 2 years. This guy has this one experience, and he's like,
and now everybody knows.
He's like, you guys, you're never going to believe how shady the construction business is. And I'm like,
we believe it.
Tell me more. And so just like watching the progression of his videos. So like he realized we sit here talking about the importance of like hiring a builder with a license. He's gone a step further to point out how easy it is to get a license.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in Minnesota, and
don't you know?
Huh? Don't you know?
No. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. This is the northerner. She can't not. So they have the same process of getting a license as we do. So it's a whatever, however many question test, open book. And he, as a lawyer, is outraged that it is that easy just to get a license. And for all good reasons, he's not wrong at any of the things that he's saying. He's not wrong. But it's so interesting to see somebody in the profession that is so heavily regulated, that has, because law has a huge impact on people's lives, just as home building does.
Yeah.
And he is just outraged to find out that all you have to do to become a licensed general contractor is to sit with open books and pass the test, to the point where he has signed up to take the test. And he's just going to see if he can pass the test on the first time. I bet you he does.
I mean, because I feel like if you're intelligent, it's like just.
It's a lot of different things. If you test well, if you know how to use the index of bookses.
We're so smart.
We're so smart. Like, honestly, that is the whole thing about the test, is knowing how to use the index. Because knowing which book to use and how to use the index is pretty much how you take that test. And so it was so interesting, because like his outrage at even just like the things that we're the bare minimum pushing you to make sure that you have a license. He's like, pointing out the fact, like, how ridiculous it is, how easy it is to get licenses. And I'm like, bro, you wouldn't even believe how many people don't even bother with that. Like,
and how many people can't even pass it. Like, if he's saying like it's super easy.
I can't wait. He's taking the test and I am following this bated breath status. So then he actually responded to one of my comments. And I was like, oh my God, it was not the best response, because he was talking about home inspections. Mm-hmm. So he was talking about the people that you bring in to do a home inspection. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we've ever talked about what an absolute scam home inspections really are. I think we did in one of the podcasts where I had to go, like, I was hired to go investigate all the things that were wrong with this person's house after they purchased it, and they had a home inspection. And basically in all the language in every single state of every person that does a home inspection, they cannot be held accountable for anything. If they miss anything, they can't be held accountable for it. So it's just as shammy and scammy as general contractors and being a licensed general contractor and all that. It is just as easy to go, like, it's even easier actually to become a home inspector, because apparently in Minnesota, you don't even have to have a credential.
So that's not the inspector. That's different than the person inspecting for the permits.
So I made the comment and said, just to be clear, a home inspector is a very different thing from a building inspector. And he responded with a very
oh, did he get spicy? He got spicy with you.
And I understand why it got spicy, because people were coming for him hard. Like, much like happens to us, ever since he started calling out how ridiculous this industry is, he's been getting a lot of really spicy comments.
My God, I came back from vacation and looked at our TikTok and I was like, oh dear God. I mean, there's some great comments and stuff, but some of the stuff I'm like, sir. And then I did have a spelling error on something, because I'm human, and the person was like, just so you know, and this spelled not this. And I was like,
oh my God.
Thanks. I'm human. Yeah. So we just deleted his comment, because I was like, I don't need this kind of negativity.
I don't. It was, my niece was like, you guys are blowing up on TikTok right now. And I was like, show me the numbers. Don't show me the comments. I don't want to know. So it's like, it's funny because the people that are commenting on our TikTok, they do not watch our podcast. They do not watch our
they
podcast.
Just see the little snippet.
They see the rage baity snippets and they make their little comments. And they have no idea that I'm never going to see their comments, because I don't have TikTok.
I see them.
But I've been letting
let it go.
The healing journey that I've been on. I've just decided, no, I'm gonna blow some shit up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not.
She's going
it's
50
like,
cent
I'm
healing
not
journey.
pausing my healing journey. I'm done with my healing journey. And now I'm coming for your throat. So there have been a couple comments on Instagram. I think there was one on a YouTube short and there was one on Instagram. And I literally just let it all out. I was like, listen, bleep, bleep, bleep. And then one of the comments is like, are you sure you want to, like, the YouTube was like, are you sure you want to leave this comment? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. Post it. Like, yeah. So
I haven't seen that one yet.
yeah. Well, I let him know.
I have to go see that.
I let him know to get an F in life.
Yeah. Well, you know, some people need that in their life.
Seriously, like, you have all this time to criticize our YouTube shorts. Get a job. How about that? I don't know, a hobby that doesn't involve watching YouTube reels and leaving comments on them about things that you don't know anything about. I don't know. Try that. Or don't. I honestly don't care. Joe or Jim or Jack or Bob or Billy.
Whatever your name was.
Or
it's probably
Chit.
fake anyway.
Seriously. Like, I'm just like, here's what I'm like. Okay? Here's what I'm like. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I was like, in my healing journey, I was doing thumbs down, but I'm back to just full blown middle fingers.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting one. You're getting one. Everybody's getting one.
It's like Oprah.
Yeah.
You get a middle finger.
Everybody's getting them. I don't even care anymore. I'm done trying to be nice. So,
Well, on that note.
on that note, we got a story for you today. So, I will say I don't know if maybe we are not packaging our request for homeowner stories in a way that makes you want to share your story. Which, listen, if you have feedback for us, we're here for it. Unlike, well, let me rephrase. If you have something to add that is of actual value and that we can
Constructive
actually
criticism.
make the podcast better with, we would love to hear it. If you would like to criticize how I speak or tell me that I need to get it together, shove that right up your caboose. Okay, just right directly up the caboose. But if you are like, hey guys, if you did such and such, I think it would be better. We actually do want to hear that. So
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe we are not positioning our requests for your stories in a way that makes you want to share them. I'm open to your thoughts on how we could do that. Because the homeowner horror stories, I think, are the best. Like, we
They're the
can do
best.
this research and find all of the stories online and share them with you guys. But I really just feel like the ones that you write in at chicksandconstruction.com are the best ones because they're, like, tangible. They're something that, like, somebody watching this podcast saw it and was like, I'm going to share my story. So we would love for you to share your stories because we love to share them with the audience. We now have over 53,000 subscribers, which is wild. And so we want to be able to share as many stories as we can with as many people as we can get those stories out to, which, tying back to what I was originally talking about at the dad chats guy.
Side quest.
We're rolling back to it. That he is outraged by the experience that he is having and realizing how many people are having these experiences, as he should be. He should be outraged. It should blow his mind how there is no consequences for most of these stories. For, like, a lot of the stories that we're sharing with you, they're in the news because there were actual consequences, but that is wildly rare. And so this guy is outraged because he's seeing having all these people write in and share stories with him of things that happened to them. And he's just like, this is insane. It is insane.
It's
like
crazy.
Even the licensing board is a joke. Like, it is built to protect the general contractor. It is not built to protect the homeowner. We have just, like, we kind of started this with such, like, rose tinted glasses.
Yeah, we're like,
and
oh,
now we're just like,
this and this.
Everything's a scam.
The system is broken.
I mean, the point that the guy is making, at how ridiculous it is that you don't have to have any actual experience to get a general contractor's license
and then go build a house.
And literally go build a house. He's not wrong. That is insane. And his point was, like, a electrician has to pass a test, but they also have to have X amount of hours.
Yeah, don't they have to be like an apprentice?
Yeah, they have to do apprenticeship. Like every other like the trades where they could burn your house down. You like all of those ones, the HVAC, the electrical, the plumbing, all of those trades, you have to not just pass the test, but you have to have X amount of hours of experience. And he's just like, so that's a thing. But you can be the person who's in charge of building the whole house and you don't have to have any experience. That's insane. And he's right. That is insane. It is absolutely insane how easy it is to just wake up one day and decide you're a general contractor. And so we know that so many of you guys have had that experience. Like something has happened in your life that the algorithm served us up to you. And we want to share your stories so that other people don't have the same experience. I mean, I am waiting for the day that we get the write-in that's like, hey, listen, I'm doing a renovation. I watched the podcast. This guy tried to tell me that I had to pay a 40% deposit and I told him no. Like, it's going to happen one day and I'm going to be like, all right, show's over. Yeah. We've done what we came here to do. Yep. Today is not that day.
No. We do get some submissions on TikTok too. A lot of people like to message us there.
Okay.
So I have another one for you too.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple. So
we have a couple.
In the upcoming episodes, we've got some homeowner horror stories. But if you have one, chicksandconstruction.com is where you can submit that.
The best place to do it.
It's the best place to do it. But I mean, listen, we'll take them where we can get them. So today's episode is one every homeowner needs to hear because we're talking about something almost nobody understands until it's too late. And that is insurance. We all pay for it. Most of us assume we're covered, but thousands of homeowners every year discover a heartbreaking truth. Just because your home has damage doesn't mean your insurance company has to pay for it.
And before everyone gets mad at insurance companies, this isn't as simple as insurance companies are evil, although I do hate that they take all my money.
Facts.
You know, it's maybe slightly evil. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes contractors make mistakes. Sometimes builders make mistakes. Sometimes homeowners wait years before investigating a leak.
Yeah.
Today, we're breaking down several court cases to explain why these claims became so complicated.
And exactly. The goal here today isn't to scare you. It's to help you become a smarter homeowner. So this next segment is called, I Pay Insurance Every Month. Why isn't this covered?
Because you have to read the fine print.
That's right, Jess. If I asked 100 homeowners what their insurance covers, how many do you think would answer correctly?
Maybe 5.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably
seriously. Yeah. People think insurance is basically a maintenance plan. It's not. Insurance is designed for sudden accidental losses. It's generally not designed for construction mistakes, poor maintenance, wear and tear, or gradual deterioration.
So I'm going to pause our script really quick and insert the story, which I've told on the podcast before, about the neighbor who, previous to my current neighbors, who got wildly drunk one night. I was not home, and he had a fire pit that he had built, and he literally pulled his fence down in a drunken stupor and put it in his fire pit and almost set his house on fire because like the plume of fire got so high that he almost set his house on fire.
This is why you don't drink too much.
Right. And then tried to file a claim.
No.
Which, yes, I swear to
I'm
God.
sorry. Somebody
file a home insurance
burnt my
claim
fence down.
That
someone was me.
That the wind blew his fence down
Into the fire pit?
And he had already disposed of it, so there was no evidence of such. And he got dropped by his homeowner's insurance because he had actually done some scammy stuff before and got away with it. And this one, they were like, no, because he had too many claims, and they literally just dropped him. And he tried to be like, no, it's fine. I'll just fix the fence myself. And they're like, nope, you're dropped.
Too late.
So it is really important to understand that what insurance is and isn't. And I don't know if this guy didn't understand or if he just didn't give a shit. It probably was that. Or he was so entitled that he just thought that he was entitled for them to pay for his fence because he got drunk and burnt it down.
It's just, well, we had to use our insurance. We've had to use our homeowners and our car insurance on the same incident. So years ago when we were in Texas, our car got stolen.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. They stole our backpack that had our keys in it from Six Flags.
Asshole.
Yes. And side note, if you were ever at Six Flags in San Antonio, their security is crap. They would not put they patrol the parking lots. They would not put a car behind our car or block the exit because we're like, somebody is trying to leave. They're going to leave with our car.
Yeah.
They also have no walkie-talkies or stuff to be able to like talk with.
So it
people.
seems like if you're a criminal, Six Flags is the place to go do crimes.
And it's a known issue.
Oh,
Ours was not the only car stolen that night.
damn.
Another person's car was stolen, but they had a fancy bougie car that had like the GPS thingy that tells the person where their car is. So they got their car back that night. We did not.
Try to steal the Rivian. It will drive itself home, my guy. Good luck with that.
Yeah, but because stuff from our home was in the car because we had taken this big road trip.
Yeah.
They made us file with both insurance companies. So the auto for the car itself and the homeowners for everything else inside of it. Now we eventually got our car back. People had taken it for a little joyride to go get higher than anything else. Like my husband literally opened the door and was like, I'm going to get high driving this. We had to pay to get our car out of the compound lot.
Of course you did.
I was like, but the police towed it here because it was stolen and it was just parked in front of someone's house. And they're like, this sketchy car is parked in front of our house. And it was ours. And because we couldn't go within 30 minutes to like go get the car because we don't have a car.
Right.
I'm sorry,
oh,
sir.
God, the unfairness of the world.
Yes, but also like don't put anything to your home or auto insurance unless like you really, really need it. Because our insurance went up so much
Yeah.
that I was like, we had to buy all new, like our laptops were in the car.
Oh, that sucks.
We had to get new car seats for the kids because one, they had cut the strap and thrown it out of the car. And I knew that they cut the strap because it was still partly attached. The other one was just in the trunk. Yeah. Anyway. So yes, don't use your insurance unless you really have to. Because
the thing is, like my story, the guy was just an entitled idiot.
Mm-hmm.
But like that is a thing a lot of people don't understand is like and it's completely unfair. You pay every single month. And for years, we'll pay every single month for years. And the second you use your homeowner's insurance, you're at risk for your rates going up. Like it is such it's
not
scam.
At risk. Your rate will go up, or they'll drop you, or they won't renew. They will not renew.
I mean, I know we preface this by us saying that insurance companies are evil, but I'm not sure that's the vibe that we're actually going to give you.
We're just saying that for
they may be necessary, but they give evil villain vibes. So now that we're back to the script,
sorry.
That's where so many people get into trouble is thinking that they have everything covered. So they discover mold, they discover rot, the foundation movement, water damage. They call the insurance expecting a check, only to hear we're denying your claim. So we're changing up how we kind of do our red flags. We're calling them homeowner teacher moments or teaching moments. So homeowner teaching moment number one in this story is insurance is not a home warranty. Insurance is not a contractor warranty. Insurance is not a builder warranty. Those are three completely different things. So let's start with this California appellate case. The homeowners noticed water intrusion. They filed an insurance claim. State Farm denied portions of the claim, arguing that exclusions applied because the damage resulted from repeated seepage over time. The homeowner sued, arguing that the company failed to properly investigate and that the policy should provide coverage. The case eventually reached the California Court of Appeals. Instead of automatically siding with the insurance company, the appellate court ruled that there were factual disputes that should be decided by a jury, including whether the insurer conducted an adequate investigation and whether the exclusion actually applied to the facts. The court reversed the summary judgment for the insured and sent the case back to further proceedings, which we'll kind of put this in the show notes. It's like I cannot pronounce this person's. Yeah, it's a court case. I cannot pronounce their first name. It's somebody's last name versus State Farm General Insurance in California and the Court of Appeals. It was a case in 2026.
So that case is important because people assume that once the insurance company says no, that's the end. And sometimes it isn't. Sometimes insurance companies can make mistakes. And sometimes homeowners didn't provide enough documentation for them to know whether or not they can cover it. Sometimes experts disagree. And that's why these cases ended up in court.
Yeah. And I think just a thing to know, like, I don't know, like some people just know these things because, I don't know, their parents knew these things and they taught their kids about these things. And then some people, like I grew up living in apartments. Like we didn't have homeowners insurance. We were bebopping from apartment to apartment. So insurance claims wasn't a thing. Like my mom didn't even have renter's insurance. She could barely pay the rent. So we didn't have insurance.
And I don't feel like it's something that people, like my parents owned 2 homes at one point. And they never told us things that had to go on in the home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. Like, they had people we had a rental property at one point, and they didn't tell us anything.
Right.
Like, as we were growing
what's
up,
covered, what's not covered.
You should get a rental property because it'll pay the mortgage of like the home that it is. And then, like this stuff would have been useful. I mean, also I say that we had 2 homes, but we still lived paycheck to paycheck because my dad was terrible with money.
This episode is brought to you by childhood trauma. The more you know.
The more you know. But back to this thing. So let's talk about how water actually destroys a house. People think if I don't see water, everything is fine.
Oh my God.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Not true.
That's wrong. Water gets behind siding, around windows, behind showers, under tile, inside roofs, inside crawl spaces. By the time the drywall has the stain, the damage has usually been happening for months.
Yeah.
Sometimes years. And here's where homeowners accidentally make things worse. They patch drywall, paint over stains, replace flooring without ever fixing where the water comes from.
Yeah.
Now they've hidden the evidence.
And it really is true. So this is homeowner teaching moment number 2. Anytime you discover water damage, don't ask, how do I fix the drywall? Ask, where is the water entering? And what is hilarious about the timing of this? So we, our cleaner for our short-term rental, you know the story, but you guys don't. She quit because she did some things wrong, and I pointed them out to her, and she's like, you know what? I think you should find somebody else. And I was like, you know what? I think I will. But so Sunday we cleaned it ourselves, and I could not understand why this woman had such a hard time doing her job in our unit. It was very easy to do. But we're sitting there, and Hector goes, has that always been there? He's looking up at the ceiling in our kitchen.
No.
Which the thing above our kitchen is the washing machine. And there's like the seam is popped and there's water. And you could see where water was dripping onto the counter. And I was like, mother of pearl. Like something is leaking somewhere. And like Hector was like, oh, should I cut it open? And I was like, why cut it open? We're not going to be the ones that fix the plumbing. Like we can fix the drywall, but we're not going to fix the leak. So like we're literally in this moment now. It's not that we need to fix the drywall. It's like eventually the drywall has to get fixed, but there's a leak.
So did you find it yet?
I have to deal with the because it's still under warranty and everything, so I have to deal with the builder. So I've like emailed them and been like, hey, and it's even harder because it's occupied almost constantly. So we almost never have like a time where we can go in there and mess with it. So I'm just like, cool. I don't know how this is gonna go, but
Yeah.
cool.
You just gotta tell the person who's living there,
Yeah.
hey, there's a leak. So we need to come fix it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do something, but that's the tip is like,
Oh my gosh.
don't go to fix the drywall, fix what's causing the leak.
Yeah.
So
find that.
let's look at another real dispute. It's oh God, it's so many numbers. 11640 Woodbridge Condominium Homeowners Association versus Farm Insurance Exchange litigation involved water intrusion, construction issues, and insurance coverage questions. The association believed damages should be covered. The insurance agent policy exclusions applied. The court examined exactly what caused the damages and how the policy language applied. Notice a pattern? Insurance cases rarely focus only on whether damage exists. The bigger question is what caused it.
Exactly. Let's say a contractor fails to install flashing correctly and water gets behind the siding for 6 years. Eventually, the framing starts rotting.
Yeah.
Oh, my Rhode Island came out for a second.
Stats rotting.
It starts rotting. Insurance may say the damage wasn't sudden. It resulted from faulty workmanship and long-term water intrusion. And they're not wrong. Everybody is pointing fingers because really nobody wants to be at fault and nobody wants to have to do a payout.
Yeah.
The builder, the contractor, the insurance company, the engineer, the homeowner. Meanwhile, the homeowner still has a 6-figure repair bill.
Oy.
So this is our teaching moment numero 3.
Yes.
Every homeowner should have photos of renovations, copies of permits,
Yeah.
contractor invoices, manufacturer warranties, and inspection reports. Those documents become incredibly valuable if there is ever a dispute.
And that's like the thing to understand is like we had a big thing in North Carolina for many years where these roofing contractors would come through entire neighborhoods and be like, hey, we can get your insurance to pay for a new roof because you have hail damage. And this went on, it was so bad that eventually that is almost not possible anymore. Like they have cracked down in North Carolina so much on this like
So much.
hail damaged faulty roof. Guys, listen. I do love a good deal. I do love a moment where you get a new roof and don't have to pay for it. That seems like a dream. But like my sister moved into this house that was built in like 2000. So it's 26 years old. Same roof. Yeah, she needed a new roof. But it wasn't because hail damaged a roof. Because roofs don't live that long. Like a roof they say like 20, 30 years. But like I was talking to Bailey with Cadmus Construction. She owns a roofing company. Check her out if you're interested. She was like, nowadays, like a 10 or 20 year roof will last you 6 to 12 years. So like it's with the increased heat, with like the decreased quality of construction of materials, like you're just not getting the longevity out of the roofs that you once did. So like we all have to understand that owning a home means that eventually there's just going to be repair and replacement costs. Like if your roof is 25 years old, just
Count
pay
your blessings
for a new roof. Like that is not an insurance claim. That is, you need to start saving for a new roof. Like when we replaced our roof, I did not even think once about calling my insurance company and saying, hey, you want to pay for my new roof? Absolutely not. It was an old roof. I paid for the new roof. Like same thing with our HVAC system. Like when we moved in, the HVAC system it had walked the trails with Jesus. It was the oldest HVAC system that existed. Eventually it went out. I did not call my insurance company.
Yeah. We didn't call our insurance company when the storm blew ours out because it's not.
See, I would have, if a storm blew my insurance, I would at least try, be like, hey, I mean, because that feels like something that is like outside of my control.
So because our insurance had already gone up from the other thing, we knew how much it would increase. It
wasn't worth it.
Brad did a cost analysis because that's what he does.
That's what Brad does.
And he's like, okay, well, we can pay the 10 grand to fix it now.
Yeah.
Or we're going
pay
to
20 grand over a period of years.
Over a period of time.
Yeah,
he's like, it's not. And you have the deductible. So at the end of the day, we would save $5,000 just to have our insurance go up by $7,000 the following year.
I mean, there is like the only time I've ever filed a claim on my insurance was when a tree fell, and it pulled the power line down, but the power line didn't come completely down. So it was just sending raw power into our house, and it literally fried every single anything that was plugged into the wall. Nothing survived.
See, and that
we needed all new appliances. We needed all new TVs. Like everything got destroyed. So in a situation like that, obviously that is why you have a homeowner's insurance. It's not because, okay, your air handler went down and now we're going to call our homeowner's insurance. And I don't want to come across as condescending, but this is just something that I think if nobody told you, how would you know? So now we're telling you. So we're in segment 4. The most expensive words in construction is faulty workmanship. So I don't think homeowners hear that phrase nearly enough.
No, because faulty workmanship doesn't always mean somebody was negligent.
Right.
Sometimes it simply means the work wasn't performed correctly.
Which to me feels negligent, but I guess, tomato.
Some people may make a mistake, but some may be fixed. I don't know. Improper flashing, wrong fasteners, missing waterproofing, incorrect grading, improper water installation, bad roofing details. It's all like one tiny shortcut, which I feel like is negligent.
It does feel negligent. But
none of these things seem like, oh, that was just a whoopsie doodles.
Yeah.
It's pretty negligent to me.
And the worst part about that kind of stuff is it's not like it immediately shows up.
No, it's like years later it's happening.
Like I guarantee you the thing that's happening in the townhouse is not that the washer, because I went under, there's no water in our laundry space. But I guarantee you there's a screw in a pipe somewhere. And because we only do laundry, it's like it's slowly dripping. Or
like something's just not fastened.
Yep, like something could be loose. It's like they didn't put the plumbing glue on one little pipe and it's just slowly dripping. So it's one of those like, it's not just like, oh, and the sky fell out and the water was pouring. It's not that. It's like drip, 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 drip. So, and many homeowners' policies contain exclusions related to faulty workmanship or defective construction, although the exact wording kind of varies. Courts often spend significant time interpreting those exclusions because they can determine whether resulting damages is covered or not. One example is the Washington Supreme Court, their decision in Vision One. I think it's Vision One LLC versus Philadelphia Indemnity Insurance Co. Because I can read. Where the court analyzed whether damages resulting from construction collapse constituted an occurrence under the commercial general liability policy. The case illustrates how courts can defer and in interpreting construction-related insurance claims and why policy language really matters. While it involves commercial insurance rather than a homeowner's policy, it's frequently cited in documentations or in discussions about construction defects and insurance coverage.
So here's what homeowners need to understand. Insurance doesn't replace hiring qualified, quality people. Don't hire the cheapest contractor.
No, please don't.
Because hiring that cheap contractor can become the most expensive decision that you ever make.
We talk about this all the time, guys.
All the time. Never the cheapest.
Never the cheapest.
It's going to cost you so much more.
What you pay for. So, homeowner tip teaching number 4. Before hiring a contractor, you guys, we talk about this all the time. It's going to feel like Groundhog's Day right now, but verify their licensing, verify their insurance, make sure that permits are pulled, get everything in writing, keep copies forever. I have files of things of houses that I don't even have anymore because I'm just like, what if they come back and they might need something? I got it. So you hope you'll never need those records, but if you do, you'll be glad that you have them.
Mm-hmm.
So if today's episode teaches you one thing, let it be this. Don't wait until you have a claim to understand your insurance policy. Read it now. And like right-handed guy, I have been using Claude I'll upload my insurance policies, like, because I do this with my business policies all the time because I have so many insurance policies. And I just upload it into Claude and I'm like, listen, I don't know anything about insurance. Like, dumb this down for me. Like, if I was a 5-year-old, like, tell me the things that I need to know about this policy. That has helped me so much because it points out things that are like, hey, this is actually a little suspicious. You should look into this. Like, or the wording that they're using here is really more favored towards them than it is to you. So, like, when I say read your insurance policy, if you're that person, if you're a Brad of the world, yes, read your insurance policy. But if you're not, get the Cliff Notes version so that you understand, like, really what coverage you have and what coverage you don't, and in what situation you should contact your insurance company, and in what situation, okay, this is not covered. It's not something that our insurance is going to pick up. Because, you know, when you read it now, you can ask the questions now. You'll know what things you need to document, because that's another thing. Like, in the event like of a fire, you have to have like a very detailed list of all of the things that you had in your home in order to get them replaced. So you can't just come out of the blue and be like, oh, I had an 87-inch TV. Like, you have to have receipts and proof and like dates
and the
of
receipts
purchase.
that all burned up in the fire.
Right. Like, so, but you reading your policy now helps you to understand the kind of documentation you need to keep so that if you ever have to use it, you're kind of not working backwards.
Yep.
And you're covered, you know, in the worst time of your life, you don't have to kind of do all the hard work. You already have yourself covered.
Yeah. And don't assume that every denial is the end of the road. If you genuinely believe your claim was mishandled, talk with your insurer. Consider getting an independent expert and seek legal advice when appropriate.
We've talked about public adjusters, and I cannot stress to you enough, every person that we've talked to that hired a public adjuster, which is somebody who steps in to deal with your insurance company for you, every single person we've talked to that has used a public adjuster is like, that was the best decision I've ever made.
Yep, sure is. And some disputes end with the insurer being upheld, while others result in courts requiring additional review or further proceedings.
Yeah. So as always, our goal isn't to scare you. It's to help you become a smarter homeowner. So if this episode helped you, share it with somebody who owns a home or wants to own a home one day. And if you want to check us out on all of the socials, Jess, where can they find us on the socials?
On Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, it's at Chicks in Construction Podcast. On TikTok, it's at Chicks in Construction.
Fantastic. And you can find our website, chicksinconstruction.com, where you can share your story with us, because as we have discussed many times, learning the hard way is what?
Overrated.
All right, guys, we love you. Bye.
Bye.